Hello Aries, welcome back. This is your monthly reading for October 2024. This is for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising sign, depending what you resonate best with. Let's have a look at your monthly messages. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. And remember, these are general readings. If you'd like insights into your own personal situation, you can contact me via the links below for private readings. Aries. We are going to have a look at any messages that come through for you. Then we'll have a look at your money and finances, love and relationships, overall health, any obstacles, blocks, or challenges, and overall message for October 2024. Aries. Aries. So Aries, I feel in October, there could be something going on with a relationship, some agreement. This could be a contract for some of you. For some of you, this could be a promise. There could be a promise that you make to somebody in October in which you may feel obligated, you may feel required, or some kind of promise that you felt you had to make. This could be something you felt forced into making. Something in which in October you may be having second thoughts about making this, or something you want to renege on, something you want to try to back out of. Aries, you may have rushed into this. If this is some promise, or if this is some contract or some agreement, you may be rushing into whatever this promise is. And something that you may be second guessing yourself about. You may be having doubts about making this promise or making this agreement to somebody. And I feel for some of you, Aries, you may very well have been forced into it. I'm picking up, there could be something with in-laws. If this has something to do with the family, I feel there could be some pressure from a family member or from in-laws in which you may feel compelled, or you may feel that it's some kind of obligation that you follow through with this promise, or you follow through with this agreement. And so you may have eagerly, or you may be eagerly accepting this, rushing into this, and now having second thoughts about it. You may be thinking about if this is something you wanted to agree to. I'm feeling a little bit of tension that you might want to back out of whatever this is. Aries, I feel there could be a little bit of frustration. Frustration with yourself. You may be doubting yourself, or you may be frustrated with yourself. Of walking into this agreement or making this promise to somebody. And so for some of you, Aries, this could be something going on, again, with family. You may have promised something to someone in your family. For some of you, this could be a work situation. You may have promised something to your boss or to a coworker, something now that you're thinking twice about. You're reflecting on the situation, and you may feel trapped by this decision. You may feel forced into having to keep your end of the bargain with whatever this agreement or promise is, even though deep down you may really not want to keep your end of the bargain. And again, whatever this is, it could be a situation in which there could have been someone persuading you or trying to convince you to do it. Aries, for some of you, there may not be a choice. And this could be something that sounded good at the beginning, but that now maybe you're having second thoughts about. So let's go ahead and check your money and finances. So Aries, money and finances, I feel October is going to be very good for you financially. This could be something, if there's been something previously going on with money, I feel October, there's going to be some kind of improvement here. This could be in anything having to do with work, but this is also with business. If you're a business owner, there's going to be an improvement in general in finances in September. This could be an increase in sales, for example. This also is something to do if you're having any investments. If there's any investments that you've made or are making, October could be a good month to do this. There's going to be some kind of earnings, some kind of increase in earnings through investments, through work, through business. And especially favorable for those of you that are in business. And Aries, this also goes with risks. There could be something you might be risking. Even going back to our Fool card, in money, if you're risking something, there could be a good outcome financial-wise. And Aries, I feel this could have something to do with an agreement. With this agreement, if there's something going on with a contract, if it has to do with something financial, there could be a good outcome here. Even going back here, if there's something you felt obligated to do or feel obligated to do, something you may be having second thoughts about, Aries, if this is something to do with something financial, there could be a good outcome by the end of the month, because I am seeing an increase in something financial. Let's check your love and relationships. Okay, Aries. So Aries, I feel in love and relationships, I'm feeling a more independent attitude that you have towards relationships. If you're currently married or currently with somebody, I feel this could be a month in which you may want to do your own things. And I'm picking up even something work-wise. You may be invested in your work. You may be invested in other activities. And I feel it's going to be a month in which you may be focused on other things, Aries. Aries, I feel there could be a little bit of conflict, a little bit of feeling obligated to do something. Again, if you're dealing with some relationship here, especially for those of you, you may be entertaining some new relationship. Aries, for those of you that are in new relationships, you may feel you're getting into some situation in which you're having second thoughts about. Or if you've promised something to someone, something in which you're now trying to get out of or thinking about getting out of. Something in which you realize now that you may not want to be bogged down with whatever this is. Something in which you are in this relationship because you felt coerced or you felt forced or you felt you had to do this. For example, for some of you, this could be a blind date. Somebody sets you up with somebody to go out for the first time, and you may felt obligated to do this, because this person was your best friend, for example. They may have set you up and you didn't want to disappoint them, so you went ahead and said yes, even though it was something you may not have wanted to do. Or something with some relationship, some family member may be asking you to do something and you feel compelled or forced to do it because possibly they did a favor for you previously. But I'm feeling this energy in relationships that there's something here that you feel you have to do, but it's not necessarily something you want to do. You're having second thoughts about it. So relationships, I feel there could be this sense of restriction, this sense of wanting to be on your own, do something on your own, be a little bit more independent, and something that you may want to try to get out of. Aries, whatever this is, your heart really isn't in this. And so if it's some relationship, especially a new relationship, your heart may not be in this. And I'm also picking up, Aries, for some of you, I'm picking up there could be a little bit of boredom in relationships this month. So especially if you're in a long-term relationship, there could be some boredom forcing you to get out of the house. You may want to get out of the house. You may want to get into some kind of physical activity in which you're expelling some kind of energy. So let's check your overall health. Okay, overall health, Aries, very interesting. We have our Four of Swords, and sometimes this can indicate to spend some time on your own, spend some time in thought, spend some time reflecting, going along with our Hermit here. And even with our Woman of Clubs, this could be an attitude of wanting to spend some time reflecting or some time on your own, being a little more independent or a little bit more detached from relationships in October. And this can indicate reflecting on matters. This can also indicate sometimes being mentally closed, in the sense that there may be things that you may not want to deal with, or some kind of attitude in which you need to think outside of the box, Aries. This could be some limiting belief. So for some of you, this could be some belief about something. Aries, I'm picking up, especially for those of you that are in new relationships, there could be some limiting belief that you may not be good enough for this person. You may be entertaining these kind of thoughts, because I'm picking up some doubts here. So there could be doubt about the relationship in and of itself. There could be doubts about yourself in the relationship. And there could be doubts if this is somebody that you want to spend time with, for example. So if you're dealing with a relationship, there's some kind of doubt here, some kind of limitation. You could be limiting yourself via your thoughts about something with a relationship. And again, going back to some of you, this is going to be some kind of month in which you may not want to entertain someone. You may not want to entertain a relationship. You may prefer to be on your own, be more independent, and use this time to reflect. But whatever this is, there's going to be some kind of reflection, some kind of rest, some kind of attention to what you're thinking, your mental thought, your mental health in October. So let's go ahead and check your overall challenge. Okay, Aries, this is very interesting. We have our Ten of Swords here. And so this is something in which something is ending, something difficult, something challenging. Aries, and for some of you, this could go back to this thought. Something having to do with self-doubt or doubts or limiting beliefs. There could be some challenge surrounding some kind of limiting beliefs. And so this could have something to do with, especially for those of you in new relationships, if you're good enough for somebody, for example. And Aries, I'm also picking up for some of you, if there's some promise that you're trying to get out of, something you're trying to renege on, something that you're having second thoughts about promising or about agreeing to, Aries, there could be something in the way that you're thinking about this promise or thinking about this agreement that may be trapping you. And so there's some kind of opportunity or something new that can come out of whatever these challenges are. The challenge is going to be thinking outside of the box or seeing things or reflecting on things regarding this way of thinking, Aries, because I feel there could be something with a mental attitude towards something this month. Something you may feel you were forced into, coerced into, that you may be having second thoughts about, or something, some kind of way of thinking in which you may not be confident or you may not feel that you're good enough to do something. And the challenge is going to be ending this kind of way of thinking. Because there's something new that can come out of this. Aries, for some of you that are dealing with relationships, if it's something about not feeling good enough for someone or for a relationship, there's some opportunity that can come out of this. Some kind of opportunity to allow you to think better about yourself. And it's going to take a little bit of spending some time on your own, spending some time in reflection, spending some time possibly in meditation to overcome some of those limiting beliefs or some of those negative thought patterns. So let's check your overall message. Very interesting, Aries. So we have our black cat. And this is the card of psychism. This is the card of having some kind of vision of yourself. I'm picking up vision of yourself. How do you view yourself? Is there something holding you back? Is there some negative way that you're seeing yourself, for example? And Aries, for some of you, if you are dealing with a situation which you were forced into feeling that you have to do something, forced into something that maybe you don't want to do, you really didn't want to agree to this, but you agreed to this nonetheless. Aries, this could have to do with a person. There could be somebody that may not have your best interests at heart. So in October, it's going to be important to do some self-reflection, whether you're reflecting or thinking about a relationship, a new relationship that you may have doubts about, or you may not view yourself as good enough for this person or good enough for this relationship. Or for some of you, if this has something to do with reflecting on a situation in which you want to be more independent. Or for some of you, reflecting or having second guessing about something that you feel forced into doing. Aries, there's something this month in which it's going to require some reflection. So spend some time on your own. Spend some time contemplating whatever this agreement is, whatever this promise is. For some of you, this is a promise, whether it's relationships, work, whatever your situation is. Spend some time reflecting. Spend some time on your own this month to contemplate and meditate on your situation, Aries. And so that is your message for this month. Do let me know if you have questions or comments in the comment box below. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. Don't forget to like this video and check the links below for additional readings or personal readings, and have a good week.